What's good? What's going on, everyone? This is your guy, Pat Bernard. Welcome to the Nothing But Net Postgame Show for the 76ers right here on the Stream Punk Entertainment Network. And I am your host, Pat Bernard, a.k.a. The Gobbler, and we have a lot to get into. 76ers lose tonight to the Indiana Pacers, and where do you guys want to start? Because this is obviously the Tyrese Halliburton show tonight. I mean, this guy was just on fire, and the 76ers just did not have an answer. Just cooking this team. And this team just tonight, I'm not trying to make the excuse, but tonight was just not the night for the 76ers. Even though they had that late third quarter rush and fourth quarter looked like they were starting to trim the fat, looked like they were into this game, but in technicality, they really weren't. I mean, Tyrese Halliburton can just do whatever he wanted. 7 threes tonight from the perimeter. He was really, really solid. I mean, as you see here, the Tyrese Halliburton show. I mean, he really did a fine job of just cooking this team. I mean, yeah, I know he's been somewhat cold up to this point, but at some point he was going to get into rhythm and unload on somebody, and unfortunately it was just for the 76ers. He just unloaded on the 76ers tonight. Just one 3-point after another. He was cooking. He was baking the 76ers. 76ers really, I mean, there were some 3-pointers obviously going, like I said, 7 for 12. So there were some threes that were missing. The 76ers had opportunities to try and make this a game of some sort. But again, whether he was low in the paint, getting the mismatches, him getting guarded by Jared McCain, I mean, he took full advantage of the 76ers team. It is what it is. I mean, he had over 30 points tonight. A little over 30 points tonight. I mean, look, I know I'm trying to praise 76ers players, and I will, get to the Tyrese Maxeys and the Kelly Oubre again having another double-double, which is great. But I have to do what's first. What my pupils told me through the course of this game, this guy was cooking. And nobody really had an answer for it. Nobody. Nobody on that 76ers team. I mean, it was a real sluggish effort from the 76ers for 3 quarters of this game. 3 quarters of this game, this was real sluggish. And I'm about to get into it here. How do you want to start the night really for the 76ers? Right here. This hurt the 76ers right here. Joel Embiid goes down again by Benedict Marchand. He got hit in the face. It was accidentally, obviously, but he got hit in the face. He goes down and won't return to the game. That hurt the 76ers. Again, Joel Embiid up until this point was playing good basketball. Again, using great vision on the court, facilitating, drawing the 2-on-1s, dishing out to Paul George. Again, he had a nice little connection early in this game with Jared McCain. And like I said, Benedict Marchand just hit him in the face unintentionally, but we all know that Joel Embiid has had issues with his face. So I don't know if it's done something. It could have made something worse, but 76ers look like, again, just look like they're turning things around. I thought for sure they were going to feel it tonight. It looked like they were going to go get a third win third win straight, and however, just didn't pound out that way. I mean, listen, it just right here in Philadelphia, it's really cold, and that cold weather went from outside to the inside of the Wells Fargo mentally. Joel Embiid just too beaten up. And it sucks because once you lose Joel Embiid and you pull him off this team, it hurts because they are real thin, especially low in the paint as far as defending, because they don't have Bona. You have Andre Drummond, and now you don't have nothing. Well, Bona's out, Embiid's out, and you just have Drummond. Outside that, you have nothing. You're thin. Of course, teams like the Indiana Pacers are going to beat you up every chance they got down low in the paint. It sucks. They didn't have an answer. And then of course in the second half, or no, late. So he goes down. Jared McCain would go down. He would go up for looked to be a nice little layup, but he winds up falling and smacking the back of his head off the floor, and he got called in for concussion protocol. So he got like limited time back into the game, and he would stay out for the remainder of the game. So this team was banged up, worn out. But there are some pluses throughout this game. There has been some pluses for the 76ers. 76ers, again, let's look at some of the bright spots. I mean, I don't want this show just being doom and gloom. I mean, my face just does that alone, is just a doom and gloom. Let's talk about some bright spots here. And right here is one of the major ones right here. Ricky Council IV off the bench with progress. Yes, he had progress off the bench. He was really solid with his low in the paint attack. He was really sharp. He really was attacking the Pacers inside the paint. He was challenging Tyrese Haliburton one-on-one to guard him. And he was taking it to him. He looked really sharp. So, I mean, if you're looking for some positives, again, he almost had a double-double. He had 10 points and 8 rebounds. Really, really some good things there. KJ Martin, again, looking nice, getting better, got 10 points himself. So there are some bright spots. Right here. Kelly Oubre getting a double-double. Back-to-back games, he's gotten double-double. He's starting to pick it up underneath the boards. And that was really sharp to see. That was really nice. He's starting to play better. He's starting to look starting to hit consistent shots low. He's not a consistent big-time three-pointer. You're not going to get that from him. He's looked really good with a mid-range game. Paul George had a nice little mid-range game, but Kelly Oubre really has been solid for the 76ers down low. I mean, we don't know about the hops he's got, all that stuff. And if this is your first time checking on the show from on the Stream Punk Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, whatever, all sorts of social media, wherever you're watching us from, please chime into the show. I'd love to hear from you. What was your take on the 76ers going down to the Pacers? And the 76ers were there. Yeah, Kyle, I hear you. Joel Embiid going to be out again. Yeah, it sucks. I don't know the timetable. This is not good. We all know he's had structural damage on his face. He gets hit in the face. This could be real nasty. I'm not going to lie to you. This is probably going to suck for a lot of 76er fans. Because without this guy on the floor, it's tough. It's tough to win an uphill battle from where this team's at. I don't know if morally, I don't know that might need to start going shopping to start a serviceable big man. I mean, well, or bring someone up from the G League. Something's got to give because you are thin in the paint. Kyle says hard hit, short, but knowing the timetables, it's going to be out until January probably. Yeah, and listen, this has been his career. At this point, paper cut crashing from this at this point, paper cut from crashing his paycheck will take him out for a week. Yeah, and I agree, Kyle. Like it sucks with Joel Embiid, right? Because we know it, we see it. This has been the time. This look what happened last year, right? Playing good basketball, hurt that knee. I don't know if it was the Sixers front office. I don't know if it was him when he rushed to get back on the floor because the team start to fall, and then he trying to sabotage their season, but still showed you he was only at 62%. And then once his leg got crushed and fouled on, that was it. So, I mean, this guy puts his body on line all the time. And unfortunately, I've seen this come through with a lot of Philadelphia athletes. I've seen this come through with the Eric Lindrosses, where Lindros would get hit. And look, one shot from Scott Stevens, that ended my childhood hero. And unfortunately, the injuries is going to be the doom and gloom of Joel Embiid's career. Like, we all know the potential in this guy. We all know the ceiling. We all see it. We all thought and hoped that this guy was going to be able to come through South Philadelphia on a multiple time occasion with an NBA parade championship. But unfortunately, it's never going to happen. Kyle says these injuries aren't in his knees. Yeah, his knee. Yeah, look, it's all over his body. And listen, there's going to be the Joel Embiid haters that want him out, that don't want him back, that never wanted him, yada yada yada. Like, for those guys who say that, they just want to get rid of him, just clearly don't know basketball. Because if you're going to sit there and tell me he don't have skill or anything like that, you're out your mind. You're absolutely nuts. I mean, this guy could do it all. I never seen a big man shoot the three. I never seen, like, the skill set that this guy has is untouchable. So, but yeah, it sucks. We lose Joel Embiid. Hopefully, it's not that serious. Hopefully, he'll be back come Monday. Hopefully, he'll be back Monday. Hopefully, hopefully he can just hold off this for the weekend. But like I said, I don't want to be a doom and gloom show. Tyrese Maxey hit over 20-plus points. A really shine spot. Tyrese Maxey just doing it all for the 76ers. Just pretty much now at this point, him and Paul George will be carrying this team on their backs. Again, Tyrese Maxey also had a nice game from beyond the arc. He had a nice game with his nice cuts. He made some nice cuts getting to the rack. And it was nice to see from Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey had a solid game. Again, over 20-plus points. And it was just not sustainable. Like, the nice run that the 76ers had, they had the late push here. They had the late push in the third quarter, and it looked like they really did. They did a fine job of cutting to the basket, getting it, with a mid-range game in the paint, where there was taking the ball to the rack. Everyone contributed that way. The bench played a little better, but unfortunately, just the way Tyrese Halliburton was cooking, Tapa was cooking. There was a couple guys from the Pacers that were having good nights. Just had their night. Even again, this is the pesky little bug that won T.J. McConnell. I mean, there's still people out there that love this guy, and all he is a pesky little bug. But that's the part of the game that you want to miss because he could do things. He could strip the ball away. He could dish it out. He can make nice passes. Finding guys open. And I miss that guy. Oh, my man, Euro Paul, my partner in crime. What's up, buddy? What's going on? Euro Paul says, always something with this dude. I know it's not his fault, but man, it's always something. What the bleep? Yeah, and listen, I hear you, Paul. I mean, but this has been Joel Embiid's career. This is just unfortunately, like you and I see it. We know the ceiling of this guy. We know what he brings. We know the potential, and man, the injury bug just follows this guy. The dark cloud follows him. The injury bug just has been on this guy's career since day one. Since day one. Think about it, right? We didn't get him for like 2 years. I remember me and God rest his soul, me and my buddy Gus, like we were down in a couple of process games, and we seen this man just on one leg just hitting a three with a hand in his face. I said, I've never seen a guy could do something like that. So, I mean, the talent and all that stuff is elite. When full healthy, and he'll never be full healthy, but at full healthy, Joel Embiid is the best basketball player I've ever seen skill-wise. And everyone's going to say, whoa, 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 whoa. Joel Embiid at full healthy is the best basketball player I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. The way he could crash boards, the way he could take a 3-1 defense and really do some things. Like I've never seen a big man that could do things like he can. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. He's it just sucks. It just sucks. So guys, and anyway, if this is your first time checking out the show, here's our links at the bottom for you. Please subscribe to all of our shows. Check it out. We got a lot of good stuff. My man Europol is my partner in crime for the Flyers post-game shows. Shaping up to be the lost season. Yeah, it is. And Paul, we designed it not to be a lost season. Okay? We did not design it to be a lost season. We designed this to be another playoff run. What we thought was, and bringing in Paul George, even me, I was like, oh, Paul George, what's he got left in the tank? Paul George has shown me he's got plenty. The rest of the veteran guys that are here don't have much left, but he does. He's got something to offer. Kyle Lowry doesn't have nothing to offer besides being the teacher's pet. Caleb Martin has nothing to offer. Eric Gordon's don't have nothing left in the tank. Reggie Jackson don't have nothing. Yo, I couldn't catch the game tonight, but another loss to SMH. I didn't miss much, I guess. No, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, listen, Steve, it sucks because, we have – it sucks because the big man goes down. It's, him giving us any kind of – it sucks because when you lose Joel Embiid, you just lose it. It's like body armor. And, you play like those old video games and like he owns the body part. You don't own the legs of it. You don't own the arm. Joel Embiid's your soul, man, and losing him sucks. Because, like I said, you're very thin as it is now at the center position. Bona's out. I mean, you're going to be begging. You saw it, right? You saw it in the third quarter, early in the third quarter, where Nick Nurse went small ball. He didn't have a big man that was down low, and you saw immediately what the Indiana Pacers did. Was immediately attack. And I listen. If I was why wouldn't you tack down low? They don't have nothing there. It was like sharks that could smell blood in the water. Embiid got whacked in the face. Talk about a tree falling hard. Yeah. And like I said, I don't know the timetables. But, guys, let me roll fast. I definitely want to give you guys the round the league of the NBA. I'm sorry. I want to go around. 76ers lose 121-107 to the Indiana Pacers. That stinks there. So again, I want to go around the league. Third quarter action right now. The Grizzlies hosting the Nets. The Grizzlies are winning 95-84. Fourth quarter action. Timberwolves are leading the Lakers 80-75. The Bulls right now are beating up on the Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte Hornets stink. Beating up on the Bulls. I mean, the Bulls are beating up on the Charlotte Hornets 89-75. Game of the night. Nuggets and Clippers getting things right in the second quarter. Nuggets are leading by 10 right now, 36-26. Suns over the Jazz right now, getting things halfway through the first. The Jazz winning right now 25-21 over the Suns. Still a later game coming up. Trailblazers and Spurs. And the other finished up game I forgot to mention is the Cleveland Cavaliers. Sorry, got a little tongue twisted. Cavaliers 115 or 105 over the Washington Wizards. And that would be your scores. I quickly want to get into this as also my player of the game for the 76ers, Tyrese Maxey. I mean, there's really no other options. I mean, even though Kelly Oubright's improving, Ricky Council's been improving a couple of games. Showed something he's been improving with. Paul George, doing his thing. But player of the game is Tyrese Maxey. Again, just the way he's making cuts, throwing up the three, played very, very well from beyond the arc. So that would be that. And then my grades of the game. I'm probably going to have to give the 76ers, believe it or not, people are going to think I'm not. I'll give it a C+. I think that's fair. Dealing with everything that they've dealt with through the night, making a late push, which gives them a C. But, I mean, the sluggish rebounds, that can't happen. Like, your defensive rebounds, and you're coming up very slow and getting them, that's what, you dropped to C+ tonight for the 76ers. Oh, what's up? LA is checked into the show. What's up, LA? Embiid is lazy and will never. Embiid is lazy, was never injury, just lazy. Come on, dude. What? No, that's an outrage. What in the world would make you want to come on this show? And I'm a Joel Embiid defender. What would you make lazy? Come on, man. The most gifted big man I've ever seen. What? LA, you got to come up with a better explanation than that. How dare you come and tell my man Embiid's lazy? Are you kidding me? He puts his body on the line every chance he gets. Embiid's lazy. Come on, LA. Seriously, he's lazy. You're a fan of 2020 generation. You don't know what's real injuries in a fan since 1972. I'm sorry, I wasn't born in 1972, LA. Are you kidding me though? Skill wise, give me one guy skilled wise that's better than him. Better. Are you kidding me? He's not lazy. He gets hurt. He's been banged up his whole career. And don't give me this, he couldn't hang with the bad boys of Detroit, with the Detroit Pistons. Give me a break. Early Joel Embiid days, this man, I've seen him tear down some people. They couldn't hang with this guy. Dude, only Philly fans think he's injured. He's injured. Nobody is going to sign him. Barkley exposed him and Shaq. Come on, man. And those two guys couldn't hang with Joel Embiid either. And I'm saying that. Shaq does not have nowhere near the talent that Embiid has. Nowhere near. Kawhi, Zion, Embiid is just lazy, bro. Give it up. Come on, man. Kawhi's better than all those cats. It's over. This is Maxi's team. It's not. Listen, and you may be right on that. Maxi might be out. Listen, this guy's been dooming and grooming with injuries. Okay, this could be Maxi's team for the future. But come on, man. Don't put it. That's I find it an outrage. That's my guy, Joel Embiid. The best big man I've ever seen. Embiid could certainly shoot them, but Shaq would allow him over. No, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Kyle. Shaq was very dominant in the paint. I'll give you that. But it would be very tough for that man. Everyone told me Anthony Davis would be a matchup for Joel Embiid. Anthony Davis can't hold that man's jockstrap. Can't even tie his shoes. Then again, yeah, come on. Yeah, he could. Not Joel Embiid. Why is it seriously not playing back-to-back? That's weak. Ella, do you understand? Do you understand? He can't play back-to-backs anymore. Do you want – the idea thing is to try and get this guy bubble-wrapped and play him and sprinkle him in some games so he could get you to at least the playoffs. And I get you. And listen, and what I'm telling you is not reasonable, but this is just it's the reason for the season. No. If he was fully healthy, I would expect him to play back-to-backs. He really didn't play back-to-backs last year. Mo Bamba and B-Ball Paul were getting some time. I get it. He played in the Olympics and at 6. He played in the Olympics and takes sick leaves for 4 days and week to week. Yeah, listen. I agree with you. I can't protect him for that. I can't protect him for the Olympic thing. I will give you that one, LA. You're absolutely right. Steve's checking in. Embiid is lazy during the off season, which leads his horrible in the season shape and all his injuries. I'm over him. And listen, I can't be over him. I can't. He just dropped almost 40 points alone on the Bulls on Sunday. When you begged for him to when we begged for him to come back to be a playmaker, he came back and dropped almost a 40 burger all alone on the Bulls team. And I get it. Who are the Bulls, right? The Bulls stink. But come on, man. I wouldn't put Embiid in a top list of all time greats, but when he's healthy, he has one of the best of the current group players. That's what I'm saying. So, in order to be a great player, you have to be one of the greats in your era. And I'm not trying to take anything away from the Jordans or Kobe's and all the other greats have come before. But I mean, to overshadow and overlook this guy is an outrage. What injury does he really have? To not to play back to backs? You think he's going to win MVP playing 67 games? No, he's not. He's out of the MVP. I will give you that. He's out of the MVP race. He'll never see. Again, he got robbed twice because he's played a lot better basketball than Jokic, in my opinion. He should be rewarded with that. That's an outrage. Is he 40? That's an excuse for not going and playing back-to-backs. No, he can't play because of the injuries. He can't play back-to-backs. He can't play. He can't do it anymore. He's not going to. LA checking in again. He's not going to win an award not playing at least 67 games, bro. It's over. His career's over. And listen, you may be right. I'm not saying it is, but you came out here and you know, I mean, you cannot not deny he doesn't have skill. But his season may be over. His window of ever seeing a parade in Philly, unless he leaves to go to a championship caliber team, if he decided to ship up and just playing devil's advocate, if he decided to go up to Boston, that would probably be his only best bet. Because he's not going to have a parade down here. I will agree with you that, LA. And LA, if this is your first time checking into the program, please hit that subscribe to Stream Punk YouTube channel. We love it. It's free. Dialed up. Check us out. We have post-game shows all the time. Check out my show, too, Sunday mornings. Love talking to you. I love the feedback, though. I will say this. He's better than Ben Simmons. Listen, I don't. That's a New York problem now. Yeah, 40 points. That's not injured, bro. That's not injured, bro. Yeah, well, listen, I don't know if do you have the NBA package? Did you not watch tonight's game? He got hit smacked in the face where he had bone structure. To be a true great, you got to be on the court. Yeah, well, listen, the basketball game has changed. You know, this ain't 1972. The speed and everything has changed for the better. It's faster. The guys are stronger. It's going to happen. Unfortunately, this, like I said, I've seen this, right? I've seen my childhood hero, Eric Lindros. After that concussion hit by Scott Stevens, the guy was never the same. So guess what? My hopes in FC wouldn't see a Stanley Cup come through Philadelphia. They were washed away. You need to play at least 65 games to be going to win MVP. He's not going to win MVP. He's not. LA, the big picture is not to go after the MVP award. The big picture is to bring Philly a parade. That's the big picture. So they're trying to sprinkle them in a couple games, trying to keep them in rhythm. But now the Sixers, where they're at in the standings, I will agree. They need him now. They need him now. And it's a shame because of unfortunate events, he got popped in the face tonight where it was already injured. Who knows what the timetable is now? I'm praying. I'm not probably going to sleep until he gets back on the floor. No, he didn't. Jock is the champion. The Joker will never be on. And again, Joker's a great player. Don't get me wrong. And he's got a championship. But as far as MVP worthy, he's not even on the same playing field as Joel Embiid. Not even the same playing field. Jokic won a ring. Did Embiid win a ring? Jokic should have been a 3-time straight MVP. No, he shouldn't. No, he shouldn't. Yes. Well, look at the team that Joker has around him. Look at the team he has. Now, I'm not going to say that Joel Embiid didn't have some decent teams. Remember, 4 or 5 years ago now, the quadruple doink? Like, if that ball never goes in, we're talking about a whole different story. And unfortunately, we didn't. Like, come on, man, LA. And you're going to try and compare him to... He's head and shoulders better than the Joker. Skill-wise. Fully healthy, skill-wise, head and shoulders better than the Joker. There, you just admitted he can't do it anymore. So it's Maxi's team now. So 76ers need to buy out this bum. Whoa. LA. Whoa. Out of bounds, my friend. He's not a bum, number one. He's not a bum. And why would you want to... This is Maxi's team. It's going to future. But Maxi is only as good as Joel Embiid's on the floor. Like, he's having success now because there's a guy named Paul George that's on the floor and this kid named Jared McCain who can shoot the rock. But if you take away Tyrese Maxey's three-point game, you know what he's going to do. I mean, every defense knows what they're going to do with Joel Embiid off the floor. They're all going to have to do is shut down the lane, and he cannot he can't cut to the basket. And I love Maxey. Steve's checking in. Steve says he's overpaid. He can't play back-to-backs. He should give us some money back, and if he can't play, at least same person. Oh, come on, Steve. No, not you. Not you either. And that's my partner in crime. You can't give up on this guy. He can't play because he's injured. The big picture is to get to the championship. Who cares about not playing back-to-back games right now for his health? I care about if I could sprinkle him in some games and win a championship. He can always go to Brooklyn. What is your final thought on his fake injury? Will he win it? What's your final thought on his fake injury? Will he win an NBA award playing 40 games as a NBA not 65 in age? Oh, here you go. It's not a fake injury. This guy is always getting hurt, always putting his body on the line. He's not fake. Why would he fake an injury? That makes no sense. Did you ever think, LA, that it could be the front office of the NBA trying to have my thinking? Can you think it could be the Sixers front office trying to keep this guy in bubble wrap? Come on. Who cares if he's not? He's won he's won an MVP. That's not the big picture. His big picture is to win a championship. Joker robbed NBA MVP were one of the years. Yeah, it's been a few, not just one there, Kyle. It's been a couple years. It's been at least two. So Embiid's excuse didn't have a strong two out of 8 squads that weren't passing the Raptors. Butler is lazy too. No, again. And you already know that according to Jimmy, there was the whole thing about the offseason. And yeah, we already know that despise. Listen, and I'm not going to credit. Look, he was very young. And again, it was a quadruple doink that got him out, that bounced him out. We're not talking he got blown out. We're talking about a lucky 4 bounce. He's not lazy. He's not a bum. Like LA, I like to know what goes through your pupils. Let's see what's Jimmy Butler's career is over too in Miami. Get rid of him now. Get rid of him. And listen, Uncle Jimmy might be done. Let me tell you something, LA. I used to live around the corner from Jimmy Butler. His house was around the corner from me when he was playing here for the 76ers. He used to live by me. Okay? And listen, it sucks that listen, it is Father Time might have caught up to him. It's okay. It happens. But you can't downfall this man. You can't. He's not lazy. He's been trying to do the best he can for the 76ers. He's the most skilled, gifted big man and best basketball player, skilled-wise. I'm not talking longevity, careers, championships. I'm not talking about like I've had not just you, but I've had this argument with other people about like him compared to Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan had a great team around him. Ah, my man Nick. What's up, dog? He says, not good, Pat. What's not good, buddy?
That's the pants.
Gotta get healthy, man. Yeah. I agree, cousin Nick. Simmons was a bum. Embiid hasn't reached that yet. He's definitely needs to get back to on the court. He needs to definitely get in. Listen, it is. He can, but you can't deny his skill. Like, look what he did in the first quarter, the first half, right? He was eligible to read the cuts that Kelly Oubre was making. He had a nice little dish out to Jared McCain tonight. Again, that offense flows through Joel Embiid. What did he say? Here goes Steve. He will never be fully healthy again playing for the Sixers. Yeah, and that's going to be anywhere, Steve. He'll never be fully healthy. He'll never be fully healthy. All champions have at least 5 to 8 good players with at least 2 All-Stars. Embiid is not an MVP. He does not make anyone else better. Good luck, Embiid. Done, man. Maxey will be the one option. Oh yeah. Hey, yeah, your basketball knowledge just went right out the window there. LA, come on.
The pants. That's the pants.
Listen, look at your statement here. All champions have at least 5 to 8 good players with at least 2 all-stars.
Okay.
Look, bud,
You staying up tonight?
Yeah.
he's had great players on this team. Who hasn't he made better? He's made Maxey better. And Maxey's going to be, you want Maxey to be the one option? Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Staying up, guys.
You'll be begging for Joel Embiid to get back on the floor. What happened last year, LA? What happened last year? Remind me what happened when he was injured. We were begging him to come back. Come on, man. Because we all know this team, this offense runs through this guy. And the defense. He's got a 75% leg, and he's still better than 3/4 of the NBA. It's times like these I really miss you. You know. No, you are not going to say his name, Nick. You are not going to say his name. Bubba Rap. Now, there's an idea. Sixers should Pat Bernard, a.k.a. the Gobbler out of Ambler. Yes. Sixers should sign me. Nick, should the Sixers sign me, Nick? Love you, buddy. Sadly, Lowry's career should be over too. Villanova, great. Yeah, and Nick, that's another Kyle. That's another problem I'm having. This is not how I want to remember Kyle Lowry's career. I rather remember him as that fearsome competitor from the Raptors, and not this coach's pet. And the only reason he's getting any kind of minutes is because he's the coach's boy. Because they had this great thing up in Toronto. I don't want to remember him as that. No, you're not going to do this to me, Paul. You're not going to do this to me, Nick. You're not going to come up here you're not going to pop that name up here like Beetlejuice. How dare you? Paul Reed isn't injury prone, as Joel Embiid just saying. No, you're not going to bring that to me. You're not bringing B-Ball Paul up to me. This is not Beetlejuice. You don't do that. Once again, you can't call him the best skilled player playing 40 games a year and not winning a championship. There you go again, saying he's the best basketball player with playing 42 at I'm not saying that. Who cares? LA, I feel like going into my drawer here and beat myself with a bullpen hammer because of you. I mean, LA, this guy is, again, if you had him very young in his career without the injury bug, he would be playing every game. He would be playing every night. He would be having multiple championships here in Philly. Embiid and Alley line up and back to playing back-to-back messes with the team's chemistry. I will say that. And Steve, I'll give you the layup on that one. It does screw up the team chemistry if you're not going to be on your best available. You need to be available at all times. And so it sucks. But you got to remember this. So the 76ers now for – where are we at? Come up on more than a quarter of the season now. The 76ers have now learned to play without him. But as long as you have a Paul. Now Nick's got me saying B-ball Paul. As long as you have Paul George there, as long as you have the scoring, that you have the Paul Georges and the Jarrett McCanns with you, this team should be fine. And if Drummond can average getting 10 boards, he's now averaging around 8. So if he can boost that up, the team should be all right. But again, what was the major problem tonight's game? It was sluggish to get defensive rebounds. But listen, guys, I wasn't expecting to talk all this much, but I appreciate, though. I love it. I love the comments. LA, even though you and I are going back and forth, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate what you're bringing to the table. I love it. I hope for you to subscribe to the network because I want to have this again. I want to have this go around. You've been great. You have been one of my favorite listeners to the show. I love you, buddy. I'm glad the Raptors called him out being a lazy and Shaq and Barkley too. He will never play after this year. Nobody will want him, and he'll like Dwight play other overseas. But come on, man, please. You're obviously I mean, what's your blood type? H for hater? I mean, come on, man. This guy, I mean, he's great. You just got to see what. So are you denying that he's got no talent, or you just keep on saying this injury thing? And what do you think he's faking it? He just likes to play hooky. I mean, come on, man. You just said he'll never win. You just said he never has a squad since 2006. What? What? Seriously, you don't make any sense. I don't make no sense. You don't make no sense. I'm just saying. He's had a couple good. His best team was when he had Jimmy Butler here. And don't give me the James Harden nonsense. Please. Don't give me the James Harden nonsense. Embiid's lazy, and I'm just happy, bro. His career is over with the season. He could care less about Philly and you. Hey, listen, that's not true, man. He loves putting on the jersey. He loves coming through here. He loves – this is the you remember when we just signed him? You know what he was doing? He was going to the streets and playing with kids. You know what I mean? He's great. Personally, if I'm Max, I would be frustrated with him with this team. And that's my man, Dave Yarnell. What's up, buddy? How you doing tonight? Good to hear from you. Paul Reed's my goat, whether you like it or not. On that note, everyone, thank you so much again. L.A., Dave Yarnold, my man Nick, Steve, Kyle, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Again, we have more and more Sixers post-game coverages. I invite you guys, but tomorrow we have Flyers post-game coverages. LA, I don't know if you're a hockey head, but we do have Flyers post-game coverages right here tomorrow. The third line, John, with Joe, James, they got you covered. And then you catch me Sunday morning, 9 a.m., right here on the Stream Punk Entertainment Network. But I want to say thank you to everyone. And everyone, I just want to say you guys enjoy your night. Me, for Pat Bernard, I'm out of here. Thank you so much, everyone.